Good evening. Welcome into the Gen 6 Cup Series brought to you by First Gear Racing here on the First Gear Network. We're going to take a look at our race info tonight. We are at the Kentucky Speedway, 1.5 mile oval. We have a temperature of 74 degrees Fahrenheit tonight. Humidity at 63%. Cloudy weather with a 10-mile-an-hour wind. The temperature on track is 78 degrees. Guys are out there turning laps left. Got less than 25 minutes left to practice. Take a look. Got a couple of newcomers to the league here tonight. Rundown of the field. Man, the fastest in practice right now, that's Todd Smith in the number 66 car. He's followed by Dylan Fox in the Noah Gragson-inspired number 51 Bass Pro Shops car. He's making his first career start with us here at First Gear Racing. Trevor Benz is in that black Coca-Cola 33 car this evening. Got Kyle Heath in the Pit Boss 13 with Auburn on the side of it. Josh O'Brien's in a Jeff Gordon look-alike car in the early 2000s with the flames going down the side of it. Here's league newcomer Aiden Graham coming out in the Procore car. Looking like Matt DiBenedetto's time in that ride. And here's Jordan Dworshak in the number 62 South Point Chevrolet. Andrew Groves in his usual number 48 with the pink numbers. Gary Flynn in the number 15 Bass Pro Shops Trekker Boats Toyota. And it's gold this evening. And there is Scotty Grove and the number 55 Skin Bracer sponsorship car. He's got DN on the hood. I'm not sure what that is. There you can see Mark Ouellette. He's in the number 80 Scott's Miracle Grow car. Looking like Carl Edwards' old Nationwide scheme. Take a peek there at Jason Haney in the Lulmar Windows Ruby Red car. Winner of our last race out at Richmond. He's currently running 6th in practice. Time of 30.28. Behind Jason is Tommy Thompson, number 7 Crown 7 racer. Take a peek at Corey Crandall. He's got a new paint scheme on that car. Representing the Kansas City Chiefs. Looks like we're going to have 19 cars this evening. Still got 20 minutes left in practice. Could get some more players here in a little bit. Still got time to get in here, get loaded up, turn some practice laps. Only got 3 cars on track. So we'll take a ride with Mark Willett here. Show you some of our camera angles we're going to be using this evening. We got a stockpile of them here for Kentucky Speedway. Smart tags the wall coming off of 4. Got our traditional TV camera. Looks like the boys are getting ready for a pit party. Let's see who's leading the pit party off, and we'll catch the action for that. Looks like Trevor Benz is going to take the lead position here. Drivers are going to file up, double file. Get a practice start in, see how the track's going to handle. Try to get a feel for which lane may be good on a restart. It was pretty pivotal last weekend at Richmond. Looks like it'll be Trevor Benz, Dylan Fox, Josh O'Brien, Daniel Butler, Joe Gibbons, Andrew Groves is going to be the top 6 on this mock start. Trevor got a good lead. Four wide in the middle of the pack. Still 3 wide, sorting itself out. Todd Smith, Corey Crandall, both of them getting the wall. Oh! And that's an accident. And around goes the 10. He saves it though. A lot of action on this practice start here. Jason Haney's gotten into the wall. Daniel Butler going to squeeze it down there 3 wide. It's not going to work. Car getting loose. Hangs on to it. '66 tagging the wall. Check out our blimp cam this evening. Got less than 15 minutes of practice left. Lined up 2 by 2 by 2, almost like the start of this. Rose gives a shot to Trevor Benz. It's Tommy Thompson on the bottom down there. Todd Smith using every bit of that apron. If we get just a smidgen of this tonight, we're in for a good show, I believe. That was a good camera shot. You could really see the 48 digging hard, rear end kicking out on him, sliding up the track a little bit, allowed Kyle Heath to get the run on him down the backstretch. Kyle's going to pass the 24, Josh O'Brien as well. Kyle's on fresher tires than these guys, though. He just entered the track. look at Joe Gibbons and that 88 Gatorade car. I really like that car. That's a sharp looking race car. Go through and highlight some of the other drivers we didn't catch earlier in the practice session. There's George Buck. He's P8 in practice. Good looking run out of George this afternoon. See if he can carry that 8th place momentum into the race this evening. Take a look at Michael Moquin in the American Legion number 5 Chevrolet. On the charts for Michael. Field still holding at 19, 7.5 minutes to go. Gonna ride on board with Todd Smith in the gyro cam. Get a feel for Kentucky Speedway. It's in the middle of the backstretch. Entering turn 3 and 4. Here Todd comes down to the stripe. We're gonna begin a lap here at Kentucky. He uses the apron. Doesn't use up the whole racetrack enter in turn 1. Tries to ride that black strip of asphalt. Brings it out to the wall, going down the backstretch. Enter in turn 3. 3 and 4 a little flatter than turn 1 and 2. Makes it harder on the car, harder on the drivers. Todd getting every bit of that apron with a big bump, and he's going to get really loose and hang on to it. Good save from Todd there, but that's going to end his run. Dylan Fox has shut it down. We got 4.5 minutes left to practice. He's followed by Aiden Graham. Fastest lap in practice from Todd Smith's 30.05. Field's not separated by much, 0.7 of a second. The man last on the speed charts, Ivan Deschamps there in that 19 Yorktail Chevrolet. He's ran a 30.77. Feels really tight here tonight. Oh, hang on to it there. Both drivers smoking the rears on them. Inside 2 minutes left to go here in practice. Qualifying will follow practice immediately. Most drivers have called it a night. There's our friend Daniel Butler in the 18 X-Side Battery Chevrolet, and he's going to get turned and saves it. Took a shot in the rear from the 51. Three cars left on track. Looks like we're going to have all 19 for the race this evening. And that will conclude practice. Take a look at the weather for qualifying. 73-degree temperature. 67% humidity, still cloudy. Track temps at 75%. Got a few drivers lining up on pit lane. We got Mark Ouellette and George Buck coming out, so we'll get them on camera, follow some around. Get qualifying lined up for us. I'll pick the right camera button. There's Mark. Do the best I can to show everyone. I've only got 10 minutes to qualify. Every driver gets 2 laps. Mark, of course, being the first car out, and he's immediately beat by Gary Flynn. There's Gary. Gary turning a 30.48. See if Gary improved on his second lap. Take a look at Tommy Thompson in the Crown 7 racer. Tommy's going to hit the stripe. P4 for Tommy. Take a look at old George Buck coming out of turn 4 here. He put in a pretty good lap his first lap. We'll see if the second lap improves. Pole for George Buck, 30.3. Good run from George Buck in that 28 Haviland Ford. One of the fast guys from practice is coming out on the track. 51 of Dylan Fox. Dylan, the only car on track right now. .29 his first lap. And we're running 0.2 faster in practice. We'll see if he can pick it up on lap number 2. Across the stripe. Dylan does not improve on that second lap. 30.28 right now, fastest lap on track. Quick rundown. Got 7 cars qualified. Dylan Fox, P1. George Buck, P2. Gary Flynn, P3. Aiden Graham, P4. Tommy Thompson, P5. Ivan Deschamps, 6. Mark Willett, 7th. Corey Crandall making his way out on the track. If I push the button and get him to show up on the TV. There we go. Corey is turning a lap, as is Trevor Benz. We'll follow Corey's first lap. Corey up to P3. We'll keep an eye on him. We'll take a look at Trevor Benz. Trevor up to P4. Woes it down, tags the inside wall. Michael Moquin has come out. Joe Gibbons has completed a lap that has put him in 10th position. At the moment, the slowest car on the track. We're following along with Michael Moquin, though. See how Michael looks when he completes his first lap. Takes it right down to that yellow line. P5 from Michael Moquin. A little under 0.2 of a second off the pole time of Dylan Fox. Check Jason Haney out. He's on track. Two minutes left in qualifying. We're going to get real busy here quick. Jason's going to come across the line. P3 for Jason Haney. Jordan Drawsick has gone P1 with a 30.26 in that 62 South Point Casino and Hotel Chevrolet. Jason Haney has jumped to P2. He's a thousandth of a second. And Kyle Heath has gone P1 to 30.24. So the winningest man in first gear racing, Kyle Heath, top of the charts. We've got Andrew Groves and Todd Smith on track. We're going to look at Todd. He's coming up to complete his first lap, I believe. Only P7 for Todd. And he locks it up, spins it down into turn number 1. Andrew Groves, only good for 11th. We've got Daniel Butler on track. He's one of 3 cars left that have not turned a lap. There's DB as he crosses the line. He's going to commence his qualifying lap. And that is the end of qualifying. So Scotty Grove and Josh O'Brien did not turn a lap. So we'll take a real quick look at the qualifying results. Kyle Heath, P1. Jordan Drawsick, P2. Jason Haney, Dylan Fox, George Buck in 5th. Corey Crandall 6th, Todd Smith 7th, Trevor Benz 8th, Michael Moquin 9th, Gary Flynn 10th. Andrew Groves 11th, Daniel Butler 12th, Aiden Graham 13th, Tommy Thompson 14th, Ivan Deschamps 15th, Mark Willett 16th, Joe Gibbons, Scotty Grove, and Josh O'Brien starting shotgun on the field. Take a look at our race info. We are at the Kentucky Speedway. I need to fix that. Let's take that off. We'll come back to that. Cars are lined up on the pits, getting ready for the pace lap. Now we'll take a look at our race info. Not week 1, it's week 3. I thought I fixed that. Anyway, 72 Fahrenheit, 70% humidity, cloudy, 9-mile-an-hour wind, track temperatures at 74. Drivers are out on their formation lap. Take a look at the grid one more time. Get our ticker up and running. $180 laps around the Kentucky Speedway tonight. Drivers getting lined up in position. A couple of newcomers on the outside, veterans on the inside. See how they go as we come to the green flag. We are go. Pretty even start. Kyle Heath is going to edge ahead just a little bit going into turn number 1. Todd Smith working that inside. He's going to make a bid for second. Almost looking for 4 wide back there around Andrew Groves. Trevor may have just tagged the wall back there. Todd Smith tagging the wall. It was a pretty hard hit for Todd. He was battling with Trevor Benz. Looks like Todd's gathered it back up. Biggest mover since the start, though, that 24 car, Josh O'Brien, started 19th, last on the field, worked his way up to 12th. Go back to the front, though. Kyle Heath getting challenged by Jason Haney for the lead. 51 car was eye in the middle. He is in the middle now. Corey Crandall's looking inside. Cars starting to single file out. Single file all the way back to the 24 car. He's getting passed by Michael Moquin. Moving around the outside of Gary Flynn. He's trying to pick up another position. That's 10 spots gained for the 24 car in 8 laps since the start. 24 is on the move. Back out up front. Jason Haney is now ahead of Corey Crandall, who's gotten around Dylan Fox. Kyle Heath 4th, Jordan Drosick in 5th. Looks like the 10 car of Aiden Graham. Looking on the apron. Not yet. Kyle Heath coming under fire from 2 of the newcomers in the league. Battle for 4th. Corey Crandall making a move for the lead on the outside of Jason going into turn number 1. Oh, 62 and a 13 may have touched going into turn number 1 there. Battle for the lead though, Jason Haney, Corey Crandall. The last 2 race winners here in FGR. Oh, Corey leaning on the 9 car, trying to take every bit of the racetrack that he can. 51 stuck his nose, he wisely backed out of it. Ten car on the apron coming up. Trevor Benz has moved around everyone, gotten into 4th. Battle for the lead, though, between Corey Crandall and Jason Haney. Kyle, he's going to try to enter the picture as well. Trevor Benz hanging on in 4th. Field had become single file, and they're all right back under a blanket again. Top 11 in that picture going down the backstretch there. Less than a second separates the top 9 cars. Half the field there. Tough, running tough, jockeying for position. Todd Smith got a little damage on that 66. I heard a scrape on the wall. I'm not sure if it was him. He'd been into the wall earlier. Dropped off the pace a little bit from the pack there. Keep an eye on Todd if he loses any more time. Heath moving up into second. Andrew Groves has entered the top 5 for the first time tonight. Man on the move is that 24 car, Josh O'Brien, though 11 spots gained, started last. Keep an eye on him. Could be a player this evening. Andrew Groves just brushing the wall, blowing some smoke off it. Andrew and Trevor working hard for 4th and 5th. Just as quickly as everyone is running hard and piling on top of one another. Single filed out again. Had a shout out in the chat for Scotty Grove. Take a look at Scotty. He's running P13. There he is in that skin bracer Camaro. Got a change for the lead back up front, side by side. Kyle Heath and Jason Haney. Just past 22 laps. I think we're going to start getting into the phase where the tires are going to start wearing out. We'll see whose tires are going to wear out more. That'll affect them. Overheating, wearing out faster. See who's got a handle on their car set up. Josh O'Brien and Trevor Benz going at it for P7. Back up front, Kyle Heath is in the lead, followed by Andrew Groves and Corey Crandall. Jason Haney has slipped back to 4th. Rounding out the top 5 is that 62 car of Jordan Dworsick. He's coming under pressure from Dylan Fox in the 51, Brass Pro Shops Ford Mustang. "25 laps down out of 180. Really good racing so far. Josh O'Brien seems to have fended off that attack from Trevor Benz. Josh O'Brien working on that 51 car now. He's going to clear him down the backstretch. That's P6 for Josh O'Brien. 13 positions gained after starting last. 24 cars hooked up and looking good. Jason Haney's gotten back around Corey Crandall. Moved into 3rd. Kyle Heath, Andrew Groves, Jason Haney, and Corey Crandall, your top 4. Jordan Dworsick in that number 62 car in 5th. Whoa, Jason got a little loose. He's going to lose some positions. He's going to fall to the back of that pack, but he hangs on to it. Good save by Jason. Kyle Heath holding on a charge from Andrew Groves. Corey Crandall right there. Oh, Jason may have just brushed the wall. I don't see any damage to the knives. Maybe it was a reactionary scare. In the top 5, the man that started shotgun on the field, Josh O'Brien. He's gotten around Dylan Fox in the 51. Josh is looking for P4. Oh, and Corey and Kyle are getting into it. Andrew Groves is taking the lead while we were watching that. 24 just touched the apron. All that hard work to get in the top 5, and it's going to come undone. Trevor Benz is closing back up. Corey Crandall's making a bid for second around the outside of Kyle Heath. Oh, the 62 just brushed the wall. He's going to keep his foot in it, though, and be okay. Corey Crandall just brushed the wall. Ooh, Kyle at the 62, threading the needle. 62's working inside of Kyle. Andrew Groves has pulled out to a 0.3 of a second lead. I think that's the biggest lead anyone's had tonight. Action has been fast and frantic so far. Not really been a dull moment. Jason Haney's worked his way back into the top 5 after that scare down in turn number 3. Kyle Heath is retaking the lead from Andrew Groves. Kyle let Andrew have a little turn at the front and said, "I'll take that back, thank you very much." Got some jockeying for position back there for 7th. Gary Flynn in the 15 has worked his way up. He's challenging Trevor Benz. And that's followed by Josh O'Brien. Both Trevor and Josh working the outside, 33 and 24 car. Top 5 seem to have separated themselves a little bit. 62 car and 6 hanging on. Andrew Groves looks like he's trying to make a move on Kyle Heath coming out of turn number 4. But Kyle maintains the position. Crandall looking underneath Andrew, but not this time. Cars are coming up on some lap traffic. First one they're going to encounter is the Crown 7 racer, Tommy Thompson. They're closing in quick. See if this breaks up the pack. They seem to be breaking up anyways. See who navigates this better. Kyle Heath or Andrew Groves. Kyle and Andrew around the outside of Tommy Thompson. Next car up's Joe Gibbons into 88. Joe moves low. He's going to stay out of the way. There goes Kyle and Andrew around. 19 car and Corey Crandall have entered the pits. Corey getting, looks like 4 tires. So Corey with 4 fresh tires and a pit stop on lap 48. We got a question from JCR Titans 312. Is the league free? Yes, it is. Feel free to join our Discord. I'm not able to put the link in the chat there, but it should be able to find it on our Twitter page at First Gear Racing on Twitter. Dylan Fox and Jason Haney are 3rd and 4th. Josh O'Brien working around the 62 car looking for 5th. And Gary Flynn in 7th. Scotty Grove has worked his way up. Scotty Grove's got a couple of fans in the chat tonight. Scotty putting it up into 8th position. He's right there in the battle for the top 5. Andrew still working on Kyle Heath for the lead. Lots of jockeying for position back there. There's Scotty Grove, P6. Michael Moquin looking for 3 wide. He's going to pack it in behind Gary Flynn. This is the battle for 7th position. And Michael Moquin is taking it, making his way up through the field. We've had Aiden Graham in the number 10 inner pit lane. There's Kyle Heath being pursued by the 48 car of Andrew Groves. Andrew's dropped off of just a little bit at 0.3 of a second. Dylan Fox has entered the pit lane. Been clean and green so far for 57 laps. It's one of the strong points of this league. You get a lot of green flag racing. Unless we're at Richmond or Martinsville, this seems to be our Achilles heels for caution flags. Dylan back out in the fray. He's coming out P16. While up front, the 10 car, that's Aiden Graham. He's working back around the leaders. Going to get one of those laps back. Tommy Thompson has entered the pit lane in 16th position. Back here in third, Josh O'Brien is taking it, followed closely by Scotty Grove in fourth. Jason's being worked on by Michael Moquin. Michael's going to take fifth from Jason. Jason slides high. Here comes the 15 car of Gary Flynn under Jason. $60 laps into this run. Got only 3. The leaders take a trip down pit road. Cars sliding high in 1 and 2. I can tell the cars are getting tight, harder to turn to 55. Scotty Grove is going to pit from the 6th position. We'll follow Scotty's run down pit road. Kyle Heath and Andrew Groves have entered the pit lane, followed by Josh, Michael, and Jason. And Trevor. So Scotty Groves' stop is complete. Follow our pit lane cam since we've had at least 7-8 cars go down pit road together. Comes the 24 car, the 9, the 15. They're all going to beat Kyle out. Kyle's still on pit lane. I wonder if he got a pit lane speeding penalty. And the 5 car is still on pit lane as well. Kyle, he's dropping like a rock down the time in the scoring chart, as is the 5 car. There goes Michael, he's free. Daniel Butler's free, and Kyle is released. That looked about 40 seconds. I'm going to assume that was a speeding on pit road penalty. You stay green, that's going to take Kyle out of the running for this. There's a 62 car coming down pit lane as well. So we'll have to see. This is the 48 car getting back on the lead lap, I believe. No, he is a lap. I believe that is the tail end of the lead lap for the 48. Yes, yes it is. The 48 car was a loser on these pit stops. He went in second, come out 11th. Kyle Heath is 2 laps down. I'm going to assume it was a pit road speeding penalty with the length of time he was on there. Double check my event record here. I don't believe he had any incidents coming into the pits. Here's Kyle Heath. We're going to replay Kyle Heath's pit entry and see. No, that's too far forward. We're going to roll it back. Give me just a moment here. Oh, he spun coming onto pit road. Let's go back to, I wonder if he made contact with the 48. No. Oh, it just looped coming on. And the 48 did the same thing and hit the wall. Oh. I wondered why they both dropped like a rock coming down pit road. Now we know. Two cars doing the same thing coming down pit road. Unbelievable. We'll get back to live pictures now and get a rundown of the field now that we've solved the Kyle Heath mystery. So there is the leader. He pitted on lap 48. Corey Crandall out front. Almost a 5-second lead over the 51 car of Dylan Fox. Followed by our chat's hero, Scotty Grove in the 55. Got a battle for 4th between Jason Haney and Josh O'Brien. And that is 6th place, Todd Smith. He pitted really early after contact with the wall. He's worked his way back on the lead lap, but he is way off pit sequence. So we'll have to see if Todd can hang in there. Maybe he can catch a caution, stay even with these guys. Going to need a little bit of luck for that to happen, I think. This race has a long green flag run look to it at the moment. Lap 71 of 180. Trevor Benz is in the 7th position. Gary Flynn down in P8. Aiden Graham, he pitted at lap 55. He is back to the 9th position. 10th is Jordan Jaworczyk in the 62 car. Followed by Andrew Groves, who did suffer a bump into the wall. You can tell his front bumper is dented in just a little bit after he and Kyle Heath both looped it getting onto pit road. There's Daniel Butler in 12th. So the top 12 are on the lead lap. So we're going to take a look at the pit strategy now between the top 10. So Corey Crandall, pitting earlier than everyone else, has got him the lead. With a little bit of help from the pit road skirmish between the 13 and the apron and the 48. There's Todd Smith. He pitted on lap 17. He's gone 58 laps on that set of tires. So Dylan Phlox has closed in the gap to Corey Crandall by about 2 seconds. He was 5 back. As Dylan goes through turn 1 and 2, there's Scotty Grove entering turn 1. Scotty being pursued by Jason Haney and Josh O'Brien. Battle for fourth seems to be the closest battle on the racetrack at the moment, so we'll keep our eye on it for a little bit. Todd Smith has gotten off those tires, exiting pit lane. So lap 78, we'll mark it down for Todd Smith. As Corey shows up, think Todd can get back up to speed, stay ahead of Corey, not lose another lap there. Yep. Todd has gotten up to speed and put a big gap between he and the 35 car. '35's pulled out a gap again. Dylan Fox had closed down to 3 seconds, but he's fallen back to about 5 now. And look, don't look so fast. Here comes Scotty Grove into 55. He's looking for second. Scotty Grove's going to pull alongside that 51 going down the backstretch. Brings it in low. The 51 goes high. Easy peasy. The 55 up to second. Scotty Grove's going to try to hunt down Corey Crandall. We'll see if Dylan Fox can do anything with that 55. Looks like the 9 and 24, they're working in tandem. They're closing up pretty quick on the 51 car. Jason Haney's going to look to the outside of the 51 and cut back to the inside. Josh O'Brien's tucked in right behind him. I see you in the chat, Ben. If you want to come in and hang out, come on. We're not even halfway yet. Jason Haney and Josh O'Brien have made quick work of the 51. It's going to put them in P3 and P4 respectively. Dylan Fox drops back to 5th. There comes Trevor Benz. He's in 6th. Corey Crandall works around Tommy Thompson, Crown 7 racer. That's going to put Tommy 2 laps down. But don't look so fast. Scotty Grove has cut that lead from 5.5 seconds down to 4. I see you have entered the booth, Ben. You have a copy?
Yeah, can you hear me fine?
Yes, sir. Welcome in. We just hit halfway. We got Corey Crandall leading. Newcomer Scotty Grove is up to second. He's got a lot of fans in the chat tonight too, so they're wheeling him on. He's up to P2, 16 positions gained since the start of the race. We got Jason Haney in third, Josh O'Brien fourth, Trevor Benz fifth. We got newcomer Dylan Fox. He was running up front, but his car seems to have fallen off. He's dropped back to sixth. Got Gary Flynn putting in a strong run in seventh. Jordan Jurasic in P8. He's a newcomer, joined right before the start of the race. He's being pursued by the 18 car there of Daniel Butler. That is for position number 8. Whoa, Daniel sliding around a little bit there. Biggest story of the night, though, Ben. Kyle Heath and Andrew Groves went to enter the pit lane, and both of them spun out, and they lost a ton of time.
That's not normal for Kyle.
No, it is not. I don't know if you saw it. We'll pull it up on a replay. Let everyone take another look at it since the race has calmed down.
I know Scotty from Flying Aces. He is Kyle Heath's level driver. He is an excellent driver.
Yes, that's what the fans in the chat said. They said, be patient. He's conservation mode. He's showing up here halfway.
He loves to start, not qualify, start in the back, and he'll be right up there at the end.
And that's exactly what we've gotten out of him tonight. We'll roll that Kyle Heath footage again. Let me back it up. My replay and play buttons are far away from the camera view, but here we go. We'll back it up. I couldn't believe what I saw here. I thought he had a speeding penalty at first, but here they come. It's just like it was like ice. Doesn't lock him up or anything, and the 48 does the same thing. Hits the wall way harder than Kyle. And then here comes the field. Everyone's salivating. Back to live pictures. DB working hard on the 62 there. Think he's going to get him this time. Slide up, DB, but no, barely. Oh, he's going to get a shot in the back bumper from the 62, but I think DB's completed the pass. There's Corey Crandall. Scotty Grove has closed that gap to 2 seconds, but he's bringing the 9 and 24 with him. Corey pitted way earlier than everyone else. He pitted on lap 48. Everyone else pitted on Scotty Grove pitted on 62, so he avoided all that pit lane mess with the rest of everybody else coming in at lap 63.
Well, it looks like Corey's coming in the pit.
Yes, he is. Got to watch Ivan coming in there. Oh, no! Oh, Corey saved it. He wasn't on pit road to see what happened to the 13 and the 48. Everyone else that came in would have seen it. They'll know to be better now on pit road entry this time around. So lap 100. 35 car on the pit lane. Todd Smith had trouble early in the race too. He's pitted on lap 17 and lap 78. So depending how this falls, we'll just have to keep a loose eye on him. See where he'll fall in the middle of all this. Because when everyone pitted, he was right out in the middle of them, but being way off on pit sequence got him jumbled up. Looks like the 48 car is entering the pit road now. But there is the new race leader, the 55 of Scotty Grove. That'll make our YouTube chat happy. So Scotty is coming up on the 10 car of Aiden Graham. Aiden's going to go to the inside. Scotty's going to take it around the outside of the 10 car there. Let's see, we'll throw that pit strategy window back up on the screen. There's our top 10. I think we can expect everyone in the next 20 laps. So we'll have to look around lap 125 to 130 for pit stops. So we'll keep our pit strategy box handy and come back around so we get a little closer to lap 120, 125. Back at second, Josh has just been in tandem with the 9 car since pit stops. He's not really made a move, not pushed him hard. I think they may just be working together, biding their time till we get later in the race. Take a look. There's Corey with them new tires coming up on second and third, 1 lap down. Crunching the numbers, I think Corey's going to be 20 laps short and have to pit one more time, probably around lap 160, if he can make it that long. He have to be lap 150 when he pits. I just don't see this working out for him at the moment, but I didn't see him winning Atlanta either. He managed to save fuel. So he's coming up to get back on the lead lap on Scotty Grove here. So we'll watch that. Jason and Josh have just managed to keep the gap right around 1.5 seconds to Scotty Grove. Corey is back on the lead lap. We'll run through the field real quick since we know pit stops are coming. It's Jason Haney and Josh O'Brien, second and third. There's Trevor Benz just coming onto the back stretch. He's about 7 seconds back. Gary Flynn in that 15 car working on the top 5. Good run from Gary there. Dylan Fox, he was running top 5. Seems to have lost the handling on the car. Fell back to 6th. There's Jordan Jurasic in the 7th in the 62 car. There's Daniel Butler. Daniel gotten around him, but it seems Jordan has retaken that spot back from Daniel. And then right back on the lead lap, Corey Crandall in 9th position. Followed by Kyle Heath in 10th. There's the 10 car of Aiden Graham, 11th. George Buck, 12th. Todd Smith, 13th. Michael Moquin, 14th. Andrew Groves, 15th. There's Mark Olette and that Carl Edwards lookalike. Scott's Miracle Grow, number 80. Mark likes to drive them green race cars. Maybe we need to get him another color. But back out front, still Scotty Grove. Gap's just a hair over a second. Jason Haney, half a second back from that. It's Josh O'Brien still, so there's your top 3. They seem to be entering the picture together. Take a look out the back of that 55 car.
Got a battle between Trevor and Gary Flynn going right now.
All right, let's take a look at that. Whoa, that was close there.
Contact.
Trevor's going to travel up the hill. Gary's going to take 4th. Looks like Trevor's losing a little bit of ground. I think I got the replay. We'll spool that up and take a look at it. We'll back it up just a little bit. We'll see what happened coming down the back stretch.
Oh, we got the 10, the 5, and the Flynn are really tight right now with Adam getting right in the middle of it too.
Yep, they didn't look like they touched, but it was just enough to send Trevor up in the walls. So Gary, he's in the middle of the fire right there with the 5 and the 48. Those are not for position. Now, Michael, the 5 and the 48 are battling for position. I would let them go. Go have at it, boys.
Kyle's got himself in the lucky dog position.
Okay, so he's still hanging out back there. If there's anyone on the track that could do it with sheer willpower under green, it would be Kyle Heath. But it's still a tall task to order. After what happened to him on pit road to come back from that. The 51 car has entered the pits, as has Scotty Groves. We'll follow Scotty Grove here. Lap 123.
I think Jason and Josh are coming in also.
Yep. They pitted one lap after the 55 last pit sequence, so I'd expect the same. This should get them good to the end. Yep, here come the 9 and 24. Easy on pit entry there, boys. We'll go to our pit exit camera.
Kyle would give away one of his beers right now for a yellow flag.
He sure would. That would really jumble up our
He's
standings
coming into
too.
the pits now.
The 24 is away. He is going to beat the 9 out. Got the 15 car of Gary Flynn coming in. There he is in the middle of the screen. I'm sorry, that's Kyle Heath in the middle of the screen.
We have a new leader.
Yep, that will be the number 62. How do you think you say that last name, Ben?
I would try and say it, but I'm afraid my jaw would lock up.
I talked to him earlier. It is Jaworczyk. So almost like Jurassic, but Jaworczyk.
I'm either going to call him Jordan or JD. That's going to be all I can do.
Yep, he said DW would be a good last name for him, but I told him I wanted to pronounce it. So.
Oh, he almost missed the pit.
Yes, he did. He's going to get it under control, though. It's the 62 car enters pit lane. And that will give the lead back to that man right there, the 55. I'm sorry, the 35 of Corey Crandall. 51 and the 28 are working around him. So Corey Crandall on a different pit strategy. Now that the 62's pitted, it seems to have cycled back around. We'll throw our pit strategy board back up there. That's going to be a tall order for Corey to make it to the end of this race without another pit stop. However, in hot pursuit, he's just chopped 3 seconds of that lead off. The chat's hero, Scotty Grove, 55 Skin Bracer Chevy. Running that 35 car down.
I kind of wonder if Corey's not trying to save some fuel.
He's going to have to make it. He's going to have to go 20 extra laps this time on this run.
I don't know how he could do it, but
he shocked me at Atlanta when he did it. But I just don't see it working out here.
because I know he's been on his tires. Tires a little older, but everybody's just going by him.
Yep.
George Buck just passed him, and the new guy Gary Flynn just went by him, no problem.
There is the 35. He's being pursued by Jordan Jaworczyk. Shaving into the lead. That's a good one. I like it. Corey Crandall might need some assistance from them Chiefs referees if he wants to make it to the end here. Scotty Grove has hacked that lead down. It's under 10 seconds. Looking at 9.5 as he goes down the backstretch. Josh and Jason going at it back here. Jason lost that third position on pit road, but wants it back. Whoa, Josh goes up the hill. Jason reclaims that third. Andrew Groves goes around the 35 car. Scotty Grove has got that lead down to 6 seconds. And the 24 still going at it. Josh maybe seizing Jason up here for... Nope, Josh backed off. They seem to be faster with Jason in the front. I don't know if that's what they're working or planning here. Maybe they're going to try to work together, close the gap in.
Daniel Butler's in the lucky dog position right now.
All right. Keep an eye on that. Daniel looking underneath Corey to get that lap back. He's going to do it. But if we look off the back gearbox camera, you can see Scotty Grove cross the start-finish line.
Daniel just got his lap back the hard way.
Yes, he did. Corey's probably having to go at a reduced pace here. Scott is under 3 seconds behind Corey now. So we wait. There's Scotty Grove. He's into the top of the camera. Closing in ever so slightly on that 35 car.
He's got it almost 1.5 seconds.
Yep. Inside a second now. He is coming. There comes Scotty Grove, 0.2 of a second in closing. Makes a peek to the inside of the 35. Gonna pull up alongside.
Corey's tires just wouldn't hold that low line.
Yep. Side by side into turn number 1. Can't play too long like this. That's going to drag the 9 and the 24 up into this. If they're not careful, Scotty's going to back it up just a hair, try to get a better entry into the corner. Corey couldn't hold it. They're going to try to cross over. Just doesn't seem to have the grip to be able to contend with the 55. Scotty Grove.
That answered our question about fuel. He's not safe.
No, he's not. I think he's going to owe us a pit stop in about 15 to 20 laps anyways. The rest of these guys, I believe, should be good to go. Take a peek at our pit strategy chart one more time. Everyone else should be able to make it from here, aside from Corey. It's going to be questionable. Longest he's gone is 52 laps, and he's 6 laps away from that. Scotty Grove pulling ever slow slightly away from Corey Crandall. Take a look and see what's going on with the 5th place car of Trevor Benz. Nobody out front. Nobody really out back pressuring Trevor.
Jason's closing hard on Corey now.
Oh yes, there he goes, looking around the outside of Corey. And don't look now, but there is Kyle Heath. He is in the lucky dog position. But if he could clear these guys, he'd still have to run down to 55.
And he's only like 2 seconds from doing it the hard way.
Yes. Josh is going to work around the outside of the 35 and bring the 13 with him. Hit 30 laps to go here. And there goes the 35 on the pits. Oh. It looks like if you enter the pit lane too low down there, maybe they need to stay further out wide. I think that's what the issue is.
It may be because 62 a while ago when I thought he was going to miss it, but he did not. Once he got on pit lane, he had no trouble whatsoever.
And that might be to do with iRacing's new debris system. There's a lot of trash and tire debris down there. Maybe that's part of it.
Looks like Josh is fixing to make a move on Jason. But he backed off.
Josh has had a good car. He started last. He and Scotty Grove both with the most to gain, or most positions gained, I should say.
I need to give a shout out to Justin Sumner in the chat.
Yes.
He's done a lot of my paint. My Ole Miss vehicles.
Yep.
Big dog is what he goes by.
Okay.
Big Georgia fan. And he's teammates with Scotty.
Okay.
Black Car Mafia.
You lost me at Georgia fan.
Well, I said Justin. He really goes by the name Fred.
Okay. No,
Fred Sanford.
Welcome in, Justin. We're glad to have you here. We're glad you're chatting with us. I'm a Tennessee Volunteer fan, so you beat us this year. Maybe we'll see each other in the playoffs. We'll find out here in a little bit. I heard some scraping against the walls. Not Scotty Grove. Wasn't the 9 or the 24. Kyle Heath pushing the back of that 9 car, trying to help him out.
They closed 0.2 of a second.
Yep.
On that turn.
Kyle's going to bow out, it looks like. Tommy Thompson enter the pit lane. Keep an eye on this battle for second here. Does seem to be the closest battle on the track. I keep looking up, timing and scoring to see if we've got anything closer. But this gap is 0.2 of a second. Take a quick peek at Trevor Benz. He's got the 62 closing in on him. Trevor's trying to work around the outside of the 19 of Ivan Deschamps. He's got Michael Boquin in front of him. Getting pretty late in the run. I'm sure these cars are very tight.
You may have said something. I believe Corey has made his pit stop because he's back a lap down.
So there is Corey. Corey is trying to chase down Kyle Heath. But they got to be careful. Here comes Scotty Grove hunting down Daniel Butler. Oh, the 62 has crashed. And caution! The 62 has crashed along with the 5. I don't know if they said they entered pit lane. Go take a look real quick.
We're going to see some strategy calls now.
Oh, yes. Let's take a look real quick and see what happened to the 62. Oh, he and the 5 got together and they went down. Oh. Okay. Well, that answers what happened there. We'll come back because we're going to have pit stops. And did Corey Crandall get around to 13 to be the lucky dog?
He did, I believe.
But here we go. Pit stops. It's all down to the pit crews now.
About the only thing Kyle can do is just take a wave around.
Yes. So we'll go to our pit exit camera to see who gets there first. Too bad iRacing can't give us renders of the pit crews. Jason's still waiting. There goes Scotty Grove. Oh, Jason's going to side by side coming out. It's going to be Scotty Grove at the pit exit, though. Jason Haney second. Josh O'Brien third. That's Todd Smith, Mark Ouellette. There goes Trevor Benz, Dylan Fox. Oh boy, buckle up your seatbelt. Been the first 40 laps of this race was some of the hardest, most amazing racing I've ever seen out of FGR, and I think we're going to get the best 20 laps we've ever seen out of them here. So we'll have 10 cars on the lead lap. Kyle, he should get the wave around.
Looks like we've got 4 going to take it.
And that will be, let's look at Kyle. So we should have Tommy Thompson, Ivan Deschamps, and Andrew Rose. Yes. And here we go. Well, buckle up your seatbelt, gentlemen. YouTube chat. if we should follow this one from our blimp cam. Let's see. We'll follow this restart from the blimp cam. Top 9 should have fresh tires. Kyle Heath get the wave around. I don't think he'll be able to stop. The lights are out on the pace car. Pace car ducks off onto pit road. Good start from Scotty Grove. Timed that restart perfectly.
Jason and Trevor are stuck together like glue.
Yes, they are on the outside. Trevor's all up in him. Oh, Jason had to wiggle a little bit. I think that's going to cost both he and Trevor. Got some Bass Pro Shop cars on the inside going 3 wide.
Oh,
Gary Flynn's driving it in. 51 comes up side by side with the 9 for third. Josh O'Brien's looking to the outside of Scotty Grove. These 2 cars at the front started last and second to last. Biggest movers of the race. Both of them have gained 17 positions from the start.
Well, Jason got a good run off of 2.
That is a great run. He's going to drive it down into 3. Josh is going to carry the momentum around him, though. Retakes second. 55 is looking on the apron. Trevor's going to go with him. Sorry, not the 55, the 51. I believe I called that wrong, but there's the 51 in third now. He's looking inside Josh. Oh, Jason gives a shot to the 24. The 51 is going to slide underneath Jason. Oh, 15 in the wall. Can Scotty Grove hold off the 51 car? 51 looking inside. .51 trying to make it stick. Oh, he's loose. I don't know if there was contact. It was close. 51 shuts the 55, shuts the door on the 51. Jason's going to slide around to 51 for second. Josh is looking for third on the outside. Trevor Benz looking in the middle, 3 wide for third.
Coming to 10 to go.
This is the closest Jason has been to that 55 since the restart. Jason did not get off of that corner well at all. 3 wide for second. Goodness. Josh O'Brien to second. Trevor Benz and Dylan Fox battling for P3. Jason trying to carry. Trevor gets into the 51, hangs on to it. 10 car looking around the outside.
Got
8.
a new player, Daniels, getting in there.
DB has come out of nowhere. P6. DB looking for a top 5 here. Battle up front, though. Josh O'Brien's closed into the 55. Does he have anything for him? Nine and a 51 leaning on each other.
Josh is almost to his bumper.
Josh taking a peek, seeing what he's got out there. We'll see if the pack can close back in. Josh makes a move, it'll allow him to get back up there, but they seem to be doing that anyways. Jason's got a run on the 51, looking for third again. Side by side down the backstretch.
We're coming to 5 to go, correct?
Yes, sir. 5 laps to go. And Scotty Groves crosses the stripe right there.
I think Josh may have been just cooling his tires to make one last run.
Yep, he's closed in 0.05 of a second. Three laps to go. Does Josh O'Brien have anything for that 55 car? Scotty Grove. Scotty's pulled the gap back out to 0.3 of a second. There's a lap car up ahead, but I don't think it's going to be an issue.
Jason just bumped the wall just a little.
That was that scrape you heard in the background, if you heard it. Battles up front. Josh has closed a little bit down the backstretch, not much. See if Josh has got anything. Last lap, white flag in the air. I think Josh will have to send it on him. Nope, not going to get there. I messed up his corner exit. It's going to be Scotty Grove in the number 55 across the line. He wins here in Kentucky. What a hard-fought race. Held off everyone after that restart. Frantic action back there for third as well. This is Jason Haney going to take it home. Dylan Fox in fourth. Trevor Benz fifth. 51 giving a little love tap to the 55. Scotty Grove's going to burn it down here in Kentucky. Looked like he's going to try to burn out around the quarter-mile track. Oh, he just blew it up. It's all over for Scotty Grove. Great win. What an addition to the FGR family. Started P18 on the field. It's going to finish first. Get our Discord up, Ben, and get these top 3 down here into the waiting room. Which they already are. There they are. We'll bring Jason Haney in here first. 3rd position.
Guess who?
Oh, hello there.
Hello there, Mr. Edwin.
What do you got to say? You had to fight that 51 hard for 3rd. He was giving you everything he had.
That was some racing right there, man. That was fun. 51 raced me clean. We did some door banging and stuff. He even had a chance there coming to 2 to go where he had to run because I hit the wall out of 4, and he gave me a good bump in the back and kept me going, and it was fun. We had cars going left, right, everywhere, and just pushing these cars to the max. But I'm glad the race still ended up for Scotty. He really had the car of the night, and that yellow, you never want to see it ruin a race. It gives everybody an opportunity. So I was ready if it was there, but he was able to pull right out, and him and Josh, fast cars all night, and super fun race. I was surprised it went green as long as it did. That was a blast.
Yes, sir. That was a very good show from us. A lot of green flag racing. Looked like the 5 and the 62 were the only caution. Got into it going into turn, through the tri-oval. But yes, it was great all around. You had the perfect pitch strategy with the 24 and the 55. I don't know if you saw what happened to Kyle. It looked like
that spin, he locked up. He didn't change his brake bias before he went to go enter pit, and we made the comment in practice that if you run the brake bias as much to the rear as you need to help the car turn, you got to turn it back to the front before you enter pit road, and he didn't. He forgot. And so he locked him up, and then Andrew did the same thing. And I couldn't see them when we pitted because Josh was in front of me, and I about hit him.
Yes.
I knew there was something going on, but I about ran into him.
Yeah, they were a couple of landmines sitting at the entrance to pit road, but those two were not the only two to have problems. The 62 and the 35 had problems getting on the pit road as well. All 4 of them were sliding. So I'm wondering maybe if it had something to do with iRacing's new debris update. Maybe there was a lot of trash and clag down there is what I'm guessing. Something we'll have to look at.
Yeah, very well
races.
Could be, because we could tell on the apron when we were pulling off pit road, you could see it. You could hear it in the wheel wells. It was bad on 1 and 2 when you came off pit road with fresh tires. It was kicking everything everywhere. It was nuts.
Yep, I think that had a big part to play in all that action, but congratulations on 3rd. Well, hard fought. It's a good race.
I'll take it, man. It's a good points day. Heck of a race. Appreciate everybody coming out. Appreciate you broadcasting. Ben, looks like you got in the booth as well. Good to see you can make it. Appreciate our fans watching at home. All of our racers. We had 4 new first-time racers with us tonight, and some really great racing with some people we haven't made laps with. The story changing off a strategy, Corey trying to do the three-stop strategy, and then I didn't think it would work if we ran green. Didn't look like it was going to, and then it sure he wasn't able to make anything up there in that end because he didn't have a set of tires to take when he got that lucky dog. I don't think so. Fun race all around. Kentucky provides again, and just thanks to everybody for it. And out there, happy holidays to everybody as well. We're getting close to Christmas, and appreciate and hope everybody has a great holiday season.
Yes, same to you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I'll send you back to the chat. We'll get the 2nd place of Josh O'Brien in here. Josh O'Brien, do you have a copy, sir?
Loud and clear, my friend.
I thought you were going to pull it off. You would have been the most positions gained since the start of the race, but you come up one short.
Yeah, it was. I had the car set up for them longer green flag runs. I kind of had a feeling we were gonna have some nice stints there, and it played out like that. I just wish that run was a little longer there at the end. I might have been able to do something, but that Scotty was fast, man. You got to give it to him.
Yes, yep, he played it right. Were you worried about pit entry at all? I know we had a lot of incidents on pit entry. Did you get affected by any of that? I know you almost hit the 13.
I'm glad I was around some other guys coming in the first time and they didn't mess up. I kind of took it easy going in. I did not practice pit entrance once, so under speed. So I was real nervous. I was like, "Oh man," and I filed Michael in, and we kind of both just took it easy. I know Jason was right on my tail there coming in, but it was slick on and off pit road tonight. 1 and 2 were really rough. You had cold tires, and then all of the rubber down there was insane.
Yep, we
It was
think
like
it has
marbles
something.
all over.
Yep, we think it has something to do with iRacing's debris update. At least that's our theory. We'll find out in a couple more races here whether that's the case or not. Because
Yeah, for sure.
multiple people had problems getting on the pit road. So
Yep, borderline flat tracking it coming out. Like you think you can get out there and run like you normally do, and it was just you could feel the rear end of the car just slightly stepping out all the way around. You're working that throttle.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got any shout outs you need to give?
Yeah, just thank you guys up in the booth. Looks like Ben's up here with you tonight.
Yes, sir.
And shout out to everyone from First Gear Racing.
All right.
Putting together a great league.
Thank you, sir. We'll send you back to the chat and we'll bring in the race winner.
All right, guys. Good night.
We bring in our race winner, Scotty Grove. Do you have a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, welcome into the league. Welcome to Victory Lane. You had a huge following in our YouTube chat, so they kept us entertained. They were wheeling for you every lap out there. That was a dominant run, man. That was a good car you had out there.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much. It was fun. Good long green runs. That's what I love, and was able to hang on there at the end and just drive hard enough to stay in front.
Yep, you had your challengers at the end there. I know the 9 took a stab, the 24, even the 51 were all looking to get at you, but you held them all off. It was a good race.
I saw them guys driving it in pretty deep under me, and I was like, you got to get off your hind end and drive it in a little deeper here. So that's what we did.
I got to ask you, what is DN on your hood?
That is my YouTube channel. It's Double Nickel TV.
Okay, that answers that. I did not know what that was. But they were cheering for you, shaving the competition off with your Skin Bracer sponsorship. So that was entertaining.
Yeah, that's a throwback.
Well, welcome into the league, man. We appreciate having you. You good, clean racer, it looks like. So we'll look to hear more from you.
I appreciate it very much, and I try my hardest to be because I'm a little older than a lot of the folks, so I can get the red butt every now and then if there's a lot of wrecks.
Got anybody
I
you
got
need to give
question for you, Scott.
Yes, sir, Ben.
When that yellow come out, did you think, oh no, here it is again? I don't know how many races I've seen that you had one and a late yellow always killed you.
Yeah, that definitely popped into my mind, Ben. We talking to Jason there in the waiting room. That's what I said. I struggle a lot of times on freshies, so I have to almost make myself overdrive when it comes to short runs, and I'm not comfortable doing that. So we made it work, but it was fun. I appreciate everyone and the invite to the league. You guys for broadcasting it, everybody in chat.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you, bud.
Sir. Congrats. Thank you very much, sir. We will send you back to the chat now and wrap this thing up. Thank you very much.
Thanks again, y'all. And I want to thank my BCM teammates out there and everybody that watched. Appreciate you guys again. And Ben, it's time we get back to the mill.
I know it is.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate you guys.
Well, that will do it for race number 3 of the FGR Gen 6 Cup Series here at Kentucky Speedway. Scotty Grove is your winner. We will pull up the race results just to run through the field real quick. Wrong button. There we go. No, let's go back. Yes, there we are. So I don't know why it's chopped Scotty off. No, don't do that. I'm having a little trouble here. So Scotty Groves first. Josh O'Brien finished second. Jason Haney third. Dylan Fox fourth. Trevor Benz fifth. Daniel Butler sixth. Corey Crandall, Kyle Heath, Todd Smith, Andrew Groves rounding out the top 10. Mark Ouellette, George Buck, Jordan Jaworczyk finishing 13th. Aiden Graham, Michael Moquin 15th. Ivan Deschamps 16th. Tommy Thompson 17th, Gary Flynn 18th, and Joe Gibbons finishing last in 19th. And that will do it for us from Kentucky Speedway. Y'all have a good evening. Stay happy, stay healthy, and we will see you next weekend from, I'll tell you real quick before we leave, from the Auto Club Speedway in California. That will be on Saturday, December 21st. That will be our last race before our Christmas break. Let's tell you about the other FGR action happening too. Monday, December 16th, we've got the FGR IndyCar Series from Talladega. 100 laps around there. That'll be a barn burner. And we have the GT3 Series on Wednesday night at 8 p.m. from Circuit Spa Francorchamps. That is Wednesday, December the 18th. And the next Gen 6 Cup race, as I said earlier, Kentucky or Auto Club Speedway, December 21st. So hopefully you could join us for one or all or some of those. And we will see you guys later. Thank you very much.